Also, if you are called Dorothy, an exciting day today because we have a real live living Dorothy legend on the show. In just a moment, Danielle Hope won Over the Rainbow a few years ago on the BBC. She's in pantomime with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and we thought, we haven't spoken about the Hippodrome panto yet, and it's still going on. You know, when others have, any other pantos have given up and gone home. No, Snow White continues in Birmingham for another month or two. Wow. So we'll talk to Danielle Hope, local girl made good. And if you're called Dorothy, the Dorothy line is open on 01782 208 008. If you want to say hello to a Dorothy today, this is your opportunity. Let's go back. Should we go back to the moment when Danielle did it for us? We're all proud of you. We're proud of you, Danielle.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Bet that bring back memories for you, doesn't it, Danielle Hope? Dorothy.
It does indeed. Gosh, it's been a while since I've heard that track.
Wow. How many years ago? Well, it wasn't that long ago that you won Over the Rainbow, was
I think
it?
it was 3 years now.
Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, crazy. Maybe more. Maybe someone will correct me on that. I'm not sure.
Well.
It's 2014 now, aren't we? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We invite all Dorothys listening today to phone the show, and we have the Dorothy line open to just say hello to Dorothys, okay? But you are not Dorothy, you're Danielle Hope now, and you've now morphed into Snow White.
Indeed, yes.
In Birmingham.
Currently at the Birmingham Hippodrome doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, I tell you, I've never done a pantomime before, and I'm just having the best time.
Yeah.
What a wonderful way to, extend the festive period.
Yeah. I mean, because many pantomimes have given up and gone home by now. Oh, not in Birmingham. You've only just started, haven't you?
Oh, yes, we have. Oh, my goodness, till the February the 2nd. So still plenty of time to come and see us. And we're having a fab time. It's great. And we didn't open until the 19th the December, so we were, a bit later.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's great.
Now
it's nice to have something to do through January as well, kind of keep everyone...
I think it's a good idea. Is it okay? Is it very Christmassy? Because at the end of January it might seem a bit wrong to be Christmassy.
You know what? It's more the story. There's not a Christmas reference in the show. So it's fine, you can still come and enjoy the fairy tale and the comedy, and it's not, tied to Christmas, which I think is very clever.
Okay, because you're one of us, of course. We created you. Not me personally.
No. But my mum might have had something to do with that one, maybe somewhere.
But us, as a region, we created you, so you're one of us. It's all very good. And I was watching a TV show the other week with Gok Wan, all about the pantomime.
Oh yes, the documentary,
which
was
very good. Really enjoyed it. Okay, we're a little bit worried about Gok. Is he okay? Because he was quite nervy about going on stage with all you pros.
I mean, wouldn't anyone be though? Doing anything on stage for the first time is a bit terrifying. But you know what? He's absolutely taken to it like a duck to water. It's great having him in the company, and we just have got a really, really good bunch of people here. This company is fantastic, and people have been saying it's such a wonderful pantomime, and there's so many people on the bill that everyone gets their moment. There's not one person running the whole show. It's really shared, and you feel like you're kind of passing the baton.
Now, I'm a bit worried about... There's a couple of things I'm a bit worried about, if you stay with me on this, Danielle, of course. You're the prince of the piece.
Yes.
One John Partridge. Is that right? He's the prince, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is the prince.
On
okay.
The panel of Over
and
the
he was
Rainbow.
He was like he's almost on Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
He was kind of your sugar daddy. All right. And now he's going and falling in love with you. And to be honest, he's too old for you.
Oh, always looking out for me, aren't you? Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, he's fab. I mean, it's so nice to be teamed up with him after,
What's it like? Because you were with Over the Rainbow with him when you won that, and he loved you on that sort of thing. But he was sort of more judge and jury on that show, and now he's just one of you're on equal billing with him.
Yes, exactly. I mean, isn't that bizarre? But how amazing at the same time. We've had a really good time. It's been really nice to work with John. I've stayed really close with John from the programme onwards, and he's a really, really great friend who I cherish, and it's just been fab to actually get to do what we do together.
Yeah, what's it been like? How's Panto differed from doing like Over the Rainbow and the big stuff that you've done?
I mean, Panto is like nothing I've ever done in my entire life. We learnt the whole show in a week and a half. We have 2 shows every day. You think 8 shows in the West End is difficult, and they add an extra matinee around Christmas, and you think, gosh, I've just done 9 shows. I've just done 16. It's madness. It never stops. The energy is high. The spirit and the audience are so heavily involved, which I have to admit on the first night kind of threw me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh gosh, you do rehearsals. It's like a normal show, and usually people clap at the end of things. That's how you're used to it, isn't it? And all of a sudden, there's heckling, and they're really heavily involved, and the show really does depend on the audience with Panto. So it's your food, it's your fuel. So the more they give you, the more you have to play with. The more
are you allowed to talk back to the audience? Because you being Snow White, you're a bit purer than the rest of the guys.
Yes, I mean, my job is very important. I have to keep the magic going and the story, and I have to retain that. But the odd time, there's been a couple of moments where I can kind of step out for a second with a quick line or something, but not often. And that's the people like Matt Slack and Paul Zerden and Gary Wilmot. That's what they do, and they know exactly what they're doing. So I'll leave that to them.
Yeah, well, because
I'll princess it up.
You princess it up, okay? Now, Paul Zerden, of course, he's the comedy impressionist guy.
Yes.
How many does he have? Lots of characters that he does, or not?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, the one in this show, he has Sam with him. Sam the puppet, and it's just marvellous. I mean, I watch In the Wings like every show because it never gets old.
How does Sam the puppet have a better dressing room than you?
Probably. I mean, he's got ensuite, he's got a lounge, he's got TVs. I mean, all necessary. All necessary.
So you're on for another month or so until the 2nd of February, you say. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And then what? After that, do you go and have a lie down? What happens after that for you?
Not sure yet. A few things, on the horizon. I think I'm definitely going to take a little trip to New York, most people know it's my favourite place after Manchester. It's just one of the most magical places in the world, and I just kind of want to go back and reconnect with the 17-year-old girl who started, way back when, and go and have some fun. And I'm going with my old school, actually, with Knutsford High School, so that'll be fun, because that's
Wait, are you going with a school?
Yeah, well, they're going to be there at the same time, so I'm going to go and meet them and do a couple of the theatre trips.
Wow!
Just pretend, pretend that I'm back at school.
That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? Yeah. Do you remember going to your? Did you go to Panto when you were a kid?
Yes, I did. At primary school, we went every January, and we ate. My main memory from Panto, though, was eating tangerines, oranges at the interval. I just think, isn't that the worst fruit to give children, because the peel goes everywhere?
Yeah,
anyway,
ridiculous.
So it's a huge part of culture, isn't it? So it's amazing to be doing it at Birmingham, and the biggest one in the country.
It is. I mean, I think it is the biggest Panto in the country, isn't it?
Yeah.
They keep telling us it on the TV anyway. I don't know if it's true.
They keep telling us so it must be true.
Well, and you're back on this afternoon at 2:00, so we'll let you go off and get your.
Yes,
do you have to polish yourself up and all that?
Now.
Is it a wig or is it real hair tonight?
No, it's my real hair. I've never been wigged up for a show yet.
Yeah?
I'd like a blonde one or something, I think, next.
Okay, well, let us know what you're getting up to next time round.
I will.
And when you're passing,
sure.
we'll come give you cups of coffee and all. And I quite fancy. If you do Cinderella next year, I'm an expert.
Is that the one you like? Okay.
Well, I've often been in Panto, and
great.
Cinderella's dad last year, I was.
Perfect.
And so I'm already good at that. I've got the parts.
You don't need you don't need a script.
So you and me could be the new. Forget that. What's his face, John Partridge. Okay, I could be your sugar daddy.
Way, a new duo on the horizon, 2014.
Danielle, great to talk to you. Good luck this afternoon. All right,
always.
thanks
All
very
the
much. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye bye. There we go. Danielle Hope, Dorothy. Well, not anymore. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Birmingham Hippodrome for the rest of the month. Wow, that's good. You see, they do continue.